This just sucks. Like, it actually really sucks. And it takes something like this to make you realize that actually what we're playing in isn't actually a game. And I ain't about to lose multiple six figures all because of anything. Why does this suck? Because obviously, well, welcome back, by the way, to Cryptogains for another video. I'm trying to be serious because, you know, this one really, really flipping sucks because Fetch was one of my biggest holdings. Yeah. And if you watch my channel, you know, right? So I'm the last person that is ready to talk madness on Fetch, right? And I still flipping like the project, right? But one thing I've learned, especially in the last cycle after Terra Luna, when Terra was sitting 7th in the flipping chart and then it collapsed to 0, is that I ain't marrying no coin, right? That's the first thing. So if I have, and nothing I say is financial advice, everybody in this flipping space is different. You all got different financial situations. You do what you want to do, right? I can share with you my journey. I've always been transparent, been real, just showing you what I'm about and what I'm going to do. If I think things are great and I feel like it has great potential, I'll share that. A lot of the time I'm happy and positive. I share that. I'm still happy now. Like, don't get me wrong. I've made insane profits that people would have dreamed to have had in Fetch.AI, right? So it's not that I'm pissed. It's not that I'm mad at the profits. I'm just pissed off of the situation because I know I could make more money. And maybe so I probably could if I hold it. But I'm not going to risk it. So I've come across some information over the last sort of week. And it actually sparked my attention about 3-4 days ago. I was saying the last week, maybe 3-4 days ago. And I remember someone saying, should we be worried about Fetch? And I was like, well, what's wrong with Fetch? You know, because, you know, I'm coming over to flipping Fetch's website, Twitter, because, you know, if anything, it's going to drop a little something on Twitter, right? You're going to drop me a little something on Twitter just to tell me what's going on. But Fetch ain't saying nothing. Now, I get it. Like, if it's FUD or if it's fake news or whatever it is, cool, I understand that. But say something, right? Now, like I said, I don't hate Fetch. I am, if of all influencers, I've been mad hyped for this project. Part of me is still crazily hyped for this project. And I want to tell you my outcome as to what I really hope for this, right? Because if I see a flipping buy opportunity, because I feel like the sentiment around this could probably push the price down, and that's not financial advice. I'm not trying to, again, cause FUD, because this is one of my favorite flipping projects. It was my biggest holding. But with recent news, right, over the last few days, Fetch.AI CEO offers a reassurance after UK firm administration following court case. Apparently there's a court case going on, right? And I've opened up a few tabs. Fetch.AI put in administration in search to find urgent rescue capital for crypto AI firm. Fetch.AI appointed administrators from Resolve last week. It says here, tech firm Fetch.AI has been put into administration and sold back to a consortium of its founders. The Standard has learned. Advisors to the Suffolk-based business, which the firm behind the Fetch.AI crypto token, said it ran into financial difficulties towards the end of 2023 and appointed administrators in order to find urgent rescue capital or to secure a sale of the shares, businesses, and or assets. Apparently, there's rumors of Fetch.AI, I was going to bust my phone on silent, apparently could be insolvent, right? Now, we heard rumors about a year and a half ago, maybe 2 years ago, with Celsius could probably be insolvent. We heard rumors about different types of banks could probably be insolvent. Turned out some of them became insolvent. Now, whether this rumor is true or not, I'm not here to marry a coin that I really believe can do seriously well. But if there's a hiccup going on in the background, I'm not. When you've got the kind of money that I had in it, and I'm not trying to be any funny way with anyone, and because I'm very humble. I like to believe I'm a very humble person. If you come to my channel, you know, I show you transparency because as a YouTuber, as an influencer, I think sometimes it's good to just show you what I hold and, you know, what kind of money I'm dealing with and what I'm going to do, kind of thing. So I've always tried to be that way. But I've tried to be very humble about it. You've seen my videos of me, you know, I'm wearing, I don't know what it is, flipping Primark t-shirts and tops, right? Because I just keep it real, right? My flipping Temu shoes, just keep it real. So when I share my information, I'm trying to keep it very level-headed, is what I'm trying to say. So when I hear reports of insolvency, I have to say to myself, with the type of money that I have in this, I can't afford to lose that sort of money. And I'm talking multiple six figures in this one coin alone. I just can't afford to do that. So for me, I had to take a step back. Now, this stuff, like I said, this most recent one here, which was 3 days ago, CEO of Fetch, operator Fetch.AI offers reassurance after the UK firm administration amid 1 million court case. Let's just talk about this. I'm crap at reading. I'm not your best reader, but I'm going to talk about this. In an interview with the Standard founder, I'm just going to say your first name, Humayan, set out the firm's restructure after its UK entity had financial difficulties. Right, the boss of Fetch.AI has sought to allay investors' concerns after the firm's UK business was put into administration over financial difficulties following a $1 million court case. I mean, $1 million isn't a lot when you think about the amount of money, because $500 million is in this. So $1 million isn't a lot. And it's probably likely that they will pay it off and everything will be fine. At least that's what I hope, of the best outcome. Now, I haven't completely sold out of this. I still hold a decent bag, a bag that probably someone would dream to have. So I have still got a bag of this. Am I still... Look, I'm reading all this stuff you see in my face. Sorry. I'm not going to go back on it. I'll just show you a few of these, right? Just real quick. Some of the things that I found, right? Some of the posts. So I found this. Fetch.AI claims business as usual amidst opposing reports of insolvency. I actually didn't realize I was still on screen. I thought you could see my screen. And obviously I saw this. Fetch.AI put in administration. What does that mean? Is that some sort of thing that, because I'm not too techie on that whole word of put in administration. Maybe to find urgent rescue capital for crypto and AI firm. And then obviously I've just been reading you this. Right, so I'll just keep it as I'm not going to cut it or anything. I'm just keeping it raw, fresh, and organic. You know how I am. And where was I? So the boss of Fetch.AI, I've said all that. In an interview with the Standard founder, this guy, Humayan, I think that's your name, insisted it was business as usual. I don't know. Business as usual for the tech firm and creator of the Fetch cryptocurrency, as he outlined, plans to restructure as part of a shift in operations from the UK to Dubai. Okay, if that's all it is, cool. Please just be the way it is. At the end of the day, if you go up in price, even after I've decided to do what I feel like I need to do, patrons, my alerts and everything else, then fine, because I'm still holding an okay sized bag. Just means I won't make as much as I would have dreamed. Unless I see an absolute collapse in price or a fall in price enough to make me say, you know what, let me put a little something back in. And I'm not going to lose as much as I would have, because I would have taken whatever I thought was necessary, right? The procedures with my investment. Fetch.AI's UK entity was put into administration earlier this month. The Standard revealed yesterday after company filings suggest it was in financial difficulties, and its directors believed it was likely to become unable to pay its debts. Administration proceedings for the firm first began on 24th of November last year. That's a year ago. No, I didn't even know about it, unless they dropped a little something back then. Maybe they have said something on this. I don't know. If you've seen Fetch.AI talk about this, and I understand if they wouldn't, because I'm a positive guy. I don't like to talk about negative stuff, and especially if you've got a project that you're trying to push, you don't want to talk about that. All you want to do is show them that you're working hard, which is essentially what Fetch is doing, and just keep pushing forward and say, you know what, it is what it is, but let's just keep showing you why you should invest in Fetch and what we're trying to do, what we're trying to achieve, and everything else. So I get it. I get that, right? Totally get it. So it says, where am I? It says the claim. I'm kind of lost myself. Order to pay. Okay, let me read this. Administrative procedure. A week after the company lost a high court case in London. So they said they lost the case in London, in which it was ordered to pay just under £1 million plus interest to settle the claim. Right. made against it by a former contractor. The claim included around $750,000 in connection with unpaid Fetch tokens as part of a software deal. Don't know what that means. After being put in administration, the UK firm was bought back by Sheikha. I don't know how you pronounce your name. Last week via a new UK entity known as Assemble AI. Is this going to be Fetch.AI's new company name? I don't know. I'm just guessing. It's all new to me as much as it is you, right? But I just got to take it serious when I have that sort of money in it. According to the advisors, Resolve, who said they were tasked to find urgent rescue capital or to secure a sale, and that Assemble put forward the best offer. Another UK entity, also owned by Mr. Sheikh, I'm sorry if I'm saying the name wrong, called Fetch.AI 2024, was established by the following day, and Fetch crypto tokens are operated by a company based in Singapore and are not directly impacted in the UK administration Fetch. So they're saying that whatever's going on with Fetch, it's all mainly based in Singapore. This whole UK administration, this whole UK thing is not, it says the whole UK administration is not directly impacting it, at least something like that. It says UK entity existed primarily to conduct transactions on behalf of the Singapore business, as well as to hold the group's intellectual property. Well, that's a big thing. Holding your intellectual property. If that goes down and it's holding intellectual property, he said the firm was lent money to operate and owed. Yeah. Sorry, see what I'm saying. It's late, by the way. I'm recording this at flipping 1 a.m. in the morning, just to let you know. The money to operate and owed him several £million. He could not guarantee that the sum demanded by the London court would be paid in full, adding that it was now up to the independent administrators to decide how best to distribute the funds. He told the Standard, I withdrew support because I don't feel the community needs to pay the legal fee. Meaning, does it come out of our money? Fetch UK does not have the money because it was running on borrowed money. So now this is where things can become a problem, because if you're running on borrowed money, you never had the money to begin with. If people, I'm not saying this is going to happen. If investors start to panic sell because of something like this, and I really touch wood, I don't know what's going to happen. Like, if it does, and this is what I'm trying to think 2 steps ahead. You're going to see a waterfall effect happen, which would mean that the money comes out of the project from like a sort of like a panic type of worry. They now can't afford it even more, which means it will cause stress on the project if they can't pay it. The company is expected to comply with court order, but it doesn't have the money, apparently. I have paid into the administrator 2.5 million personally. So this, I guess the founder of Fetch on the Singapore side, paid 2.5 million personally. It will be distributed to all the creditors and whatever administrator decides. They will pay whatever they decide they'll pay. So I'm again not with it. What I've bought is all the IP and assets of the company. Okay, cool. That's important. That's what I was going to say about up there. Like, are they still holding the IP? They're saying that he's bought the IP back or just owns the IP. There's no avoidance here. Because I'm not going to go forward this. You can do it in your own time. You can check it if you want. But because of all this, we might see some kind of crappy sentiment with Fetch over a period of time. And, I'm the kind of guy I like to look at the charts as well. So, I'm looking at the charts over here and I'm looking at this thing on the weekly time frame, which funny enough, because if you look over on this RSI, I had this green line set out for a long time anyway, right? And I kind of should have listened to myself way back when, thinking, but it might go higher, long term, it's going to go flipping high anyway, right? But every time I hit this green line in the past, that was sort of like a good time to consider taking profits, right? That green line was it didn't even get close to it was close to the green line you can see it here, right? We've now been in a downtrend, because you can see every time it comes up to this green line, we see a fallback in the RSI, and every time we see a fallback in the RSI, I'm just trying to keep it real. Is it what's the odds of there being some form of a news narrative, right? We see price action fall down regardless with this RSI, right? Even if it comes down to here, look at this last fall, we saw down 71%. I'm just going to go based off of these RSIs, like RSI up here, and you can see there was a price sell-off from here down to here at this lowest wick, 81%. I'm not saying that Fetch is going to do a flipping 81% like crash. Look, from here down to here. Let me get the bottom. I can't even see it. I'll tell you what, I'm trying to get the bottom sort of like down here. Even still, that's a 79%. I'm not saying that it's going to do that, but every time we've seen the RSI come up, hit this green line, we've seen it pull back down to sort of this level here, draw it like that, another little line, right? Is it likely that this RSI is now on its way down here? Are we going to see another form of a 70 to 80% correction? If we do, right? This is the things that I want to show you and things that I'm thinking about. I don't want to risk that. So right now it's already down 31% since it's come close to that green dotted line, right? On the RSI, 31%, 70% right down here. Look at this. That's 70%. That puts Fetch back down to 23 cents. Again, I'm not saying this. This is not financial advice. I can only show you the information that I'm sharing, things that are, charts. This is what it is. I'm using a Fibonacci. I'm just doing basic analysis with an RSI, showing you what happened in the past, right? 80% brings it right down near enough towards this white line, which I drew a long time ago. It's just underneath, right? Whether it'll go that low, I don't know. That's 15 cents. If I saw Fetch.AI fall down to 15 cents with all the madness, or just maybe people panic sell, I don't know, which at this moment it probably could do. I'm not saying it is, but the RSI is coming down. You can see it with your eyes. I'm not showing you fake news here. Look at this. The sentiment, the sell-off, there's sell pressure on the stochastic RSI is all coming down. So because of that, did I miss an opportunity to sell my bags at a bit higher price? Maybe. Is it bad that I've done it now? No. Is it the end of the world? No. Will we see a fantastic flipping buying opportunity for Fetch in the future? Maybe. I don't know. I don't have the full answers, but what I do know is by looking at this chart, it's likely that we may still see a pullback in the price based on the past events of what I see with this RSI. So I've drawn this white line where it held incredible support in the past, and this is what I do when it comes to taking profits and things. I like to look at the charts. I like to see realistically, where am I in this space right now? What am I doing? Is now a good time to seriously flip and take profits on this? You can see that I found support levels here like that. Should I make it yellow? Make it yellow. There you go. We saw maybe a little bit of rejection here. Let me just bring this over across. You can see, look, support and rejection. So it holds a valuable area. These areas here, look, here, even here. So there's a lot of support and resistance in this area. Even right back here, look, right back when we had this little part right here. So my guess is, I feel like I'm doing the right thing. I feel like whilst the sentiment is crap, it sucks because I want this to be a big holding of mine, but I'm just not going to risk multiple 6 digits. It's that simple, and it sucks. It really flipping sucks because I like the project, and I really hope that people see the potential with this still. Like I love this project, but if I have the opportunity to catch a better buy and still have decent profits and catch a better, maybe buy back my bags if it falls down here, I might be wrong. This could probably fly. Look, I'll show you all different scenarios. Is this a bull flag that is forming? Are we looking at this like a flipping bull flag where you have that? And for those that know, I'll tell you what a bull flag, are we looking at, or something like that? Because a bullish flag means that price tends to go up. Because there's so many things I'm seeing in the charts. Let me show you what a bull flag is, and then you can decide. Bull flag. Here we go. Look at this. Just how I've drawn it. You see that? So a bull flag is you draw the pole. You have price action bouncing between it. Usually it goes upwards, and then this pole, the first pole that you drew, you can drag it across, and that should measure the sort of area of where it's expected to go. And I always thought Fetch.AI was bullish anyway, so I don't know. It's been a really hard decision for me, guys. Like, this isn't a joke. This has been a really hard decision for me. And this is what I mean. Like, when you have bigger money in a project, it then makes you think, like, what the flip do you do? Because technically that should be riding up there to flipping $2.50, almost $2.50. See what I'm saying? That's where we should be looking at flipping. I don't know. So maybe I made a crap decision. Time will tell. I mean, at the end of the day, if it goes up, I'm not losing. I'm not losing because, one, I've still got, like I said, a decent sized bag, which, yeah, it's still, people would have loved to have that bag. It just means I didn't have as much. And two, I'm coming out of this strong. You know, the first time that I showed Patreons Fetch, well, I said the first time, the first sort of buy alert that I did on Fetch. Let me just show you this. Fetch. And we were buying it at 8 cents. 8 cents a piece. So we are up massive profits, like 443% profits. And patrons, you know, right? You know this. And I'm just going to show you guys again, let people see this real quick. So it's not an absolute killer. That was 25 cents. We're buying up. Here we go. Look. First buy. Boom. 8 cents. So I'm not overly pissed off. It just sucks because I feel like there could have been more, and maybe there will be more. So we'll see. What do you think of this, guys? Drop your information. What do you think on all this? How do you feel about it? Like I said, I'm not here to cause any upsets or pissed off or make anyone upset or anything. I flip and fetch is my favorite, but I always keep it real with you guys, and I always like to share information on what I think is going on and how I should move according to the information. If sentiment is crap, if I'm looking at the charts and the charts looks like there could probably be a pullback, I don't know. What do you think? Like, for me, that looks like it can come down some more. But then, like I said, I'm seeing this sort of like a bull flag. We'll see what happens. At the end of the day, it is what it is. If I miss the opportunity and this starts to rise, I've got that money that I can use for other projects. So it's not at the end of the world. I'm going to leave it here. I just wanted to share my information. Please drop your comments down below. Was this helpful to you in making a decision on what you want to do? If it is, drop the like. Let's get this video shared to more people so they can see and decide for themselves. And yeah, we'll just take it from there. Yeah, become a Patreon. Link is in the info section. Click it. Highly recommend you come over. It's a fresh month now as well, so you know you have the opportunity to see all the stuff I'm doing when I'm buying, when I'm selling, when I'm staking, all of that stuff. If you want to unlock all of that, my exclusive VIP partner tier does it. Yeah, if you can afford it, I got another tier above. I'm going to bring you some more happy videos after this. It just sucks. I'm flipping one of my favorite flipping coins. You know, if you can't afford it, my CEO tier gives you access to my VIP Telegram group. Why ain't it looking all nice and pretty with the little yellow and the happy super alert? There you go. Come over to the VIP group. Powerful network. Big money knows how to make big money. There's smart investors coming in that knows how to catch trends. You don't want to miss out. Yeah, they're buying like a boss, making gains. Come check out what's going on over there, guys. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Cheers. Never be defeated.